in sign language numbers, and that was available on Apple. So that was my creativity there to write the books, online courses, and we created coloring books. So the coloring books are in this page here. And also we are introduced to Helene Weiner in nonprofit TV in Las Vegas. So these book trailers are getting out there. We're asking all of you to share the good news because all classroom teachers can receive copies of the books from donorschoose.org. And it's back to school season. So I know I spoke with Sue about our guest coming on. If you could be kind to research where you are and find 5 schools in your zip code that are on Donors Choose. And when you come on, you can announce the school's name, what they're asking for, and who may be listening, a parent or a grandparent or somebody else in the world who wants to gift these books and coloring books to the children in the United States of America. I've reached out and followed up with people, the governor, senators, the Salvation Army in the Hawaiian Islands who are just affected by Lala. A lot of school closings, a lot of damages where the house that I lived in with senior citizen Jim and the neighborhood and the senator. So I sent her a press release stating that Leon will be in Hawaii in October. That's where I met him many years ago. And to reach out to us that if there's any way that we can possibly fundraise for a clean water unit value of $150, which would provide fresh, clean drinking water to 500 people plus. So, so we're trying to do our part. There's a lot of scams out there, but we have sent the press release and prayers for them because there's another gang of hurricanes following Lala Bulky is, I guess, the next name that's affecting them this weekend. It was also, too, I believe this weekend is Duke's Ocean Fest surf contest. So over a decade or so ago, I volunteered with the deaf surfers out in the ocean, signing for them. Their after award ceremonies, there's a lot of veterans that were brought down, amputees that were all competing out there in ocean sports and everything. So I believe all that has been postponed with last weekend and this weekend. So I don't have any update for you guys on that, as this is the World of Ability and the Disability Channel through Toronto, Canada. So, Sue, if you could take it away, showcase the book trailer, and we'll have Santa Papa John read the short day of the week. We're on the 3rd day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So go out and play. I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
And here's our book trailer.
Pono, the Hawaiian polo fun-filled week in Hawaii. From cheering on his parents at a polo match to learning sign language to help his new friend Keoki, a deaf boy, Pono discovers the true meaning of kindness. With guidance from Auntie Haunani, Pono learns how to be a hero in his own way, bringing smiles and aloha wherever he goes. Featuring Lucy Lynch's uplifting Hawaiian blessing, Go Out and Play. A joyful sing-along that inspires kids to live with love, laughter, and purpose. Includes rainbow-themed coloring pages and fun hands-on activities. Plus, go out and play the Apple app games today. And don't forget to grab your Pono the Hawaiian Polo Pony t-shirt. All U.S. classroom teachers can request copies for every student through donorschoose.org. Support a classroom. Build a future. Get your copy today. Available now on Amazon at actofkindnessseries.com. Want you to know that I am here to love you and to support your spirit on its way.
So, Santa John, you want to go ahead and that next chapter?
We're doing this one?
We are on Tuesday, yes.
And we're on Tuesday?
That's the one.
That's the day after Monday. Woohoo!
So far.
Tuesdays were a favorite day for Pono because in addition to their oats and hay, Auntie Hanani and her children would treat the horses to tropical fruits. Ooh, what a delicious. Anyway, they would bring a basket overflowing with ripe pineapples, bananas, papayas, and coconuts. Say that quick 3 times. All of which came from the local farmers market. As soon as the horses saw Auntie approaching in her truck, they would come quickly from the pasture to the barn gate, where they would wait with great anticipation for their weekly treat. When it came to the bananas, Pono would eat the entire banana, skin and all. Woohoo! That was it. There we go.
Wow.
That was a
Excellent.
beautiful day on a Tuesday. So
Absolutely. Every day is a beautiful day. You get out of
so
bed, you're going to be happy and cheerful and positive.
yeah, so I want to share with you too. A couple of years ago, Subaru Hawaii was donating $25,000 to Donors Choose teachers in Hawaii. So we'll see what they're going to be doing and other organizations too. So I encourage all of you to look on donorschoose.org, find a school and a teacher, and announce it on our podcast so we can start supporting them through back to school season with these educational products. So thank you again, Santa Papa John and Sue Roscoff and all the guests. And Dina too, what a great host you are. Glad you're here. And yeah,
you,
we're hitting
Marianne.
100 degrees here in Mexico. We're staying inside. It's the pool. And it's my landlord's birthday. So I made teriyaki chicken. He likes teriyaki chicken. And I sang Feliz Culiano around the pool with the mic, put a sash today. They like to
Nice.
celebrate down. They like to celebrate down here. So, um, anyway, that's what we're up to. Dr. Hardy, I just want to give you a health update. It's been a month since I had my eyelid surgery for the cholesterol patch, and it was a 45-minute outpatient surgery, and he injected Novocaine like dental work, and then he went in and cut it off and framed it so it matched the other side of my eye. And he called it was generous skin, and it healed pretty rapidly. And I had the stitches out, so limited pain, and it feels better not to have that heaviness of a cholesterol patch, which was kind of like plaque, is what he explained. And so
So,
yeah,
so
recovering
it
and
it was on your eyelid?
yes. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's where they get yellow spots, cholesterol spots around the eyelids and underneath. Some people can get it. So, I had July. I had my labs done, and everything was normal. Mammogram, Pap smear, and no cancer detected. I didn't have parasites, but that Sunday, that was Friday, July 3rd. That Friday, I came down with the explosive lettuce diarrhea. I had it for 3 weeks, so it was not fun
Oh,
whatsoever. And anyway, so we are getting back our energy, and I'm able to swim in the pool now, so that's a good thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, especially
And
since it's so hot.
yeah,
yeah.
so he gave me a 3-day traveling antibiotic, which didn't do anything. And then my friend told me about this probiotic that her doctor gave her. It did help a little bit, but yeah, 3 weeks, yeah. And so it's no fun for people, just to let you know. And I had no parasites in the lab test, so that was the ironic thing. And I didn't eat at Taco Bell, so I just think I picked it up at the grocery store, touching lettuce. And I had Fourth of July party. Nobody else was sick. I was. I just thought it was hot sauce that I ate, and I haven't eaten that. Anyway, safe recoveries to everybody. So, and I've had
Well,
the
you know,
chiropractor over here, and I went and got my shots in Tucson a week ago for my birthday, and used United Healthcare. So I'm giving you guys an update. United Healthcare has a exercise program rewards, and so you report exercising. I swim, I walk, and you get $10 a month. Well, I accumulated it. So I had $400 and then $50 in over the counter. And I was able to select products such as Theraflu and Claritin. And I got a water pick and some toothbrushes. And my nurse friend Carla, I went with her to Tucson. So we took care of business and traveling up there and got my 3 shots, shingles, tetanus, and hepatitis B. My arm's sore, so I've had the massage therapist work on me. We think he hit the bone and the chiropractor. So, yeah, or it's a nerve. But anyway, I'm just happy to report that everything's done. My to-do list was to done. United Healthcare. So, in regards to the rewards, they send you a card and you can use it at Walmart, Target, CVS, etc. And they didn't give me the card on time, but AI said it was in the system. They don't tell you that it's on your app, okay? So a lot of people were uneducated, and I'm sharing this with you because we went to 2 Walmarts, okay? We went in line to buy these products. They said, no, your card doesn't work. We talked to United Healthcare in line at Walmart. She says, oh, it's a different card, and we shipped it out to you, and I still didn't receive it when I was in Tucson. So the 2-week span of business days, 14 days, and so we had to put everything back. So not only the manager at Walmart didn't mention anything, they were not trained that you can use the barcode and that your card is uploaded to the app. And they don't scan it, okay? So they can use the scanner. So when we went, I'm waiting and waiting for this card. We talked to another lady, they outsourced to Philippines, and she tells me all the stuff that I can use it. And Carla, we were on for hours. And so you can use it in the back of your card, okay, even if it's on your app. So and then we talked to another one in regards in India outsourcing, because I'm trying to get reimbursement for my dental and getting my eyelid surgery codes and everything into the system, because I sent it out a year ago and they told me they never received it. My chiropractor goes, United Healthcare doesn't like to pay you, like keep the money in their own bank. So you got to follow up with them. Okay. So it took hours, and my friend is a nurse, retired veterans nurse. So we sat on there with them. I was not going to let them hang up on me or go until I got everything logged in. And then she took me to UPS and I was able to get everything out in American mail. So we will see what happens with them in the next year for reimbursement of paying for all this. And I saved a lot of money, Dr. Harvey, because this outpatient doctor, I'll say outpatient doctor, medical surgery, he's awesome down here. He charged me $125 for both the surgery and the stitches out. Now, they wanted $4,000 at the hospital down here and $350 a day in Tucson. So not to say you got to shop around. It wasn't a real
So,
life threatening thing, but it was affecting me. And so I'm grateful.
here's the hint to get your money. Next time you send them, when they say they never received it or oops, it's gone, always send it certified mail, return receipt required. Cost you maybe, I don't know from where. You probably have to do it. You ought to be able to do it from Mexico. But what
Well,
that does is that just puts them on notice. And then that they can't use that defense.
and I know that I was trying to do that, but it's a PO box in Salt Lake City. So
It doesn't make any difference. It can still go return. Somebody goes to that box and picks the mail up. Once they
Mhm.
sign that, they got it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see, and I got Xerox, and I'll do it again. And even the higher up executives, I emailed them. I took a picture with me and the dentist with him filling out everything, and I emailed it to him. And the executive lady was taking care of it. She said she filed everything, and then she apparently left the company. So then I talked to the higher up speak. So they just keep you on and on and on and on. And we sat there. So I'm just kind of sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, is
Marianne,
what I said.
I'm going to tell you the mantra of insurance companies. We're eventually going to pay you, but the money looks better in our account than your account. And I'm going to say, Santa, turn your sound off. I don't want people to hear. I was talking about this with my wife, and I went through this for years. Nobody should get killed. Murder's not a good thing. But what Mangione did, he raised an awareness of what's going on with people. Not good. He ought to go to jail, spend the rest of his life there. You don't take. But that raised an awareness that people didn't realize the globalness of this. You think it's just you, but it's not just you. This is the way they do business. And now they want to do away with Medicare, and they want to put everybody on Medicare, whatever it is they call it, Medicare Advantage. It's not Advantage. It's regular insurance. And so when you go there and you got a pre-existing condition, I don't know if Medicare Advantage has to take you with the pre-existing condition. But if they don't, they put you in a pool for your state. And it's a joke. Medicare Advantage is great as long as you don't get sick. As long as you don't get sick, it's great. But God help you if you get sick. But just use that. You're sending in. You send it certified mail, return receipt requested, and delivered to signature. So you want to know who signed for it.
Right.
It's the way you play their game.
Yeah. I know. That was on the back of my mind, and we just decided just send it in and go from there. So I'm just sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, and that's what I expressed
Dr.
to
H,
the. I
Dr.
expressed
H,
that.
I think we talked about this earlier on. If we were to change all the hospitals in the United States to nonprofit, they might get back to doctoring.
You're right. And when they talk about having Medicare for everybody, that's the way it ought to be. Because then you've got a wellness system and not a sickness system.
A profit system.
Well, you have to ask yourself, what kind of system is it where your profits your profits are based on the services that you don't do?
Right?
Because every process has a cost.
You know, it goes back to the statement that you see floating around society that they found a cure for cancer 30 years ago. But why would they release it? Because it's a $10 billion or $100 billion a year business.
Actually, you could do this. You could actually get a hydrogen oxygen HBOT, hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Yeah, you can put it in your house and you'll do just fine. Sick.
Yeah.
It'll cure everything. Literally, it will cure.
Well, what they're recognizing now is also the of frequencies sound bath bowls and healing vibrations. The hospitals are starting to recognize that. I'm reading articles. And so,
In this country, where
uh,
you are,
no, it's, I think United States, but anyway, I'm reading some articles. I have to find it, but anyway, it is, therapy and everything like that. So,
it's it's the
and
way the brain heals. The brain
yeah,
heals through sound,
yeah, no, I listen to it all the time. So I
right?
change it, my back, my neck, and different things. But also I got realigned by the chiropractor. I feel better. I got blood flow in my neck. I'm not stuck. My wrist. And so I just wanted to share with you too. So I had the shots. So my arm, it really hurts and sleeping. And back to the education of the United Healthcare workers and working with Walmart. We went to the other Walmart where there is a pharmacy. And I go, hey, I got this card. They say I can buy all this stuff. I can buy a dryer, and I got a mattress cover for $70 because it's all my rewards. And I got to go shopping and certain foods and stuff like that. So we go to the pharmacist intern who did the shot, and they go, oh, we don't scan the thing here. And then the technician girl goes, something. And then Carla came up and goes, you got the barcode. So we were educating them that they could scan the barcode off of the United Healthcare Insurance Plan, which paid for my shots, that I got all this stuff for free and a massager. So there was just a lot of lack of education from all the executive agents at United Healthcare to the managers, the pharmacy department in Walmart. And thank God we had time on our hands and a lot of frustration. And I'm glad I'm sharing that with you as well. So if you have people using it, this was my experience. Like I joked around too. The bad, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? I mean, tell me, a bunch of running around, and embarrassing. We had to put everything back. And why didn't the manager? Why? Anyway, I'm letting it go. It was a learning experience, so I can tell you my to-do list was to done. So I got my insurance set up there. Hospital, Carla. Anything happens, we're down here. I got a state ID. I didn't get to meet with Derek. We went to Denny's restaurant for my birthday for the free Grand Slam. We were on the World of Ability podcast with you guys. We shopped and we were taken out by some veterans for dinner. And anyway, had a good time. So I know this is educational purposes in the World of Ability, but I just wanted to give you an update. My eyelid feels a lot better. So that is my health update. So
And it seems like you're good for another 7,500 to 10,000 miles.
I love that. Oh, well, and
Dr.
go ahead.
H, talking about that, my dad had two artificial knees, and the first set lasted 25 years, which is unheard of for
Yeah,
artificial knees.
back then,
And it was
yes.
funny because my dad would go to the doctors once a year to get his annual checkup for his knees, and the doctor would say, it's time for your grease job and oil change. I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it because you are leading the pack on whatever you're doing right.
Even today, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah. Most of them, you hear the stories of, three surgeries in 10 years to replace them because something's gone wrong.
Yes. That's why I work very hard in surgery. I'll tell you something I found out, and this probably goes back to what's going to happen to all of us. There's a drug that I take, and it helps me concentrate because of the muscle disease. I got the drug filled in December of last year, and I paid $9.70 for 270 tablets.
Wow.
Then I went and got it filled in March, 3 months in March. and it was $99 something, $99. And I went to the pharmacist and I said, "What is this? It's not our fault. It's because you have the deductible." I said, "Yeah, but the other medication I'm getting here, that's only $2.50." And you know, when they canceled my plan, they just canceled it. I had to go buy someone else, and I told these people what I was paying, and so I had a good stash of these things that I didn't use 270 every month. So I
Right.
was able to put some away, thankfully, because I had 5 months worth left. So I ended up going down there in August, and I went in to see the lady, and I finally understood this is Medicare. Medicare is the one that's setting the price. Now, here's the thing. I go to Kroger. I've been going to Kroger forever. But when I need this drug, and there was another time a few years ago where there was a shortage, I go to CVS. And I can get the drug from CVS for half of what it is from Medicare, from Kroger. Why is that? Well, CVS is the darling of the pharmacies.
Well, I'll tell you a little to go along with that exact same scenario. My daughter-in-law used to work at the clinic in the billing department. Now, this is going back, 20 years, of course. And to walk in and say, "Oh, I've got a sore throat. I might need, I've got, whatever the case may be. I need to see the doctor for a couple minutes just to, maybe get a prescription or whatever." To walk in with no insurance was $56. Yes, I know, a few years ago. But if you had insurance, well, your copay was $80, and then they billed the insurance company $320. So you
And
would
that,
think, why would anybody say they have insurance when you could pay cash for 1/8 of the cost?
but unless you would only know that, the fact that your daughter-in-law worked there,
Yeah,
the average Joe out on the street hasn't got a clue.
haven't got a clue.
Right.
Yeah,
And then that's why they have to bill that. They have to bill it just to cover their costs. Now their costs aren't like that, but what the insurance company is going to do, add those two amounts together and divide by 3 and see how much money you come up with.
right. Yeah,
Because that's what they cut your bills. And so I'm gonna increase my money because I know you're gonna cut it.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Crazy world we live in and all that.
It is.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is. And it's
Yep.
going to get crazier, folks, at least till the end of this year, maybe the end of next year.
I
That's why
heard
I'm
that they're
glad-
going to be cutting the drug part out. Medicare Part D is going to be taken away in 2026.
You mean
Well, then
2027?
then you'll get seniors going, do I afford my prescription? Do I,
No, I thought it was
afford food?
thought it was the end of this year. Trump is taking it away.
I am not up to speed on all that.
Go
That's
check it
part of why
out.
we love that we get to do some of these fun things. I know I was gonna put a little plug in for what we got to do today with the adaptive water skiing and having
Yeah.
fun days where we get to have these amazing experiences. I don't have pictures or video from today, but I do have two different news stories that were done on our on part of our group. This what I pulled up actually is with the group that we're going to be skiing with this coming Friday. Because today we had about 10 participants total, and last I heard, Friday's group that signed up, I think we have 50. So we're
You're
gonna
going to
get
have great weather too. It's
Oh.
hot,
can hardly wait.
great weather.
It needs to be great weather. No waves, none at all. But here I was gonna show you a little bit so you can see what this actually looks like. This is get my screen big here. On this particular website is lindsay.org. So you can see her name on here, Lynzay, lindsay.org. And the whole thing with us being at Burlington, a big chunk of it has to do with that we are blessed to have her, that we get to do this in her memory, basically. And you know what? That particular one is not a playable one, but this one is.
One of the things so many people in Wisconsin love to do, get out on a lake and water ski.
Yeah, but not everyone has the ability to do that. Fox 6's Ashley Sears takes you to an event allowing people of all abilities to ski.
There is often a thrill when you're out on the water. As the boats roar in Browns Lake, the only sounds louder are the cheers on the dock.
I love the water ski.
Cheyenne Buss is trying it out for the first time.
Yeah, it was fast.
She's one of 40 people living with disabilities going out on the lake.
We started giving free water ski lessons to Memory Lindsay.
The event was created by Rick Legis in honor of his late daughter. She was an avid water skier, standing alongside her dad with the Browns Lake Aqueducts.
And she was my teammate, my friend.
Lindsay died in a car crash in 2006. The same year, another teammate was injured in a diving accident.
Dove in and it was a little too shallow.
Joey Mataska now uses a wheelchair to get around. From the tragedy came the idea to give back.
They get you back out on the water one way or the other. It's amazing.
Those living with disabilities are able to get in what's called a sit ski, as two people stand alongside them behind the boat. For skiers like Cheyenne, the experience is unforgettable. Do you want to do it again?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Because I want to make my family proud. My mom and my dad.
Sharing a passion to ski, making new memories on the water.
My daughter's not here, but these guys are, and it gives us a reason to bring our boat to the lake.
Well, if you didn't get a chance to get out there today, there's another opportunity tomorrow, but at a different lake. The adaptive ski event will take place at Lakefront Park in Pewaukee starting at 9 in the morning. And the best part is, it is free.
So that is what we got to do.
That is so awesome.
A few years back, but yeah, it almost makes me a little steamy here as I'm looking back at all the memories, all the folks that were there, and a bunch of them will be there again this coming Friday, and at that site where that footage was. But we were at Lakefront Park today in Pewaukee and got to do the exact same thing, and things were great. The weather was perfect because it could have been a touch warmer, but the water was perfect and it was amazing.
How warm was it?
When we started on the water, it was probably like 68 degrees, which is a little on the cool side on the water. But not bad. And like I said, the water was perfect. The wind was out of the best direction possible, so there's no waves. As the day went on, as we're getting closer to noon, it was starting to get a little breezier and a little wavier, and we were kind of actually glad that we were ending about the time we were, because it was starting to get a little more challenging. The more waves there are, the more challenge it is. But it was great, and again, the smiles for miles, and it was just a great event. So grateful for each of the folks that came out to ski with us, and for all the volunteers that come, because it takes literally a team to make that happen. And
For sure it does. Absolutely.
To share some of the fun from today,
But the smile on those kids' face and the joy that they have, that's what makes it worthwhile.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see their face light up.
Like
Look what I can do.
Don't know who has more fun, the participants or the volunteers, because we all get so much out of it. It really, it's a great day.
It is. And I'm jealous.
Friday.
Very cool.
What did you say, Dr. Harvey?
I'm jealous.
Oh, I wish you lived closer. We would take you skiing.
I would go. But I think I'd have to sit in that chair.
That's what it's there for.
Right.
You can stand up ski, you can sit down ski. Either way, you're still skiing.
Yep. Very cool.
Well, guys, it's time.
It's
I
about
gotta
that
go back- I
time.
gotta go back to work. Take
Awesome.
care.
Thank you so much,
you.
gentlemen.
Hey, John,
Appreciate
nice
being
seeing ya.
here. John, Dr. Harvey, Santa Papa John, and Marianne, and all those that were on earlier as well. What a great day. Really, really appreciate you guys.